annals of NBA history, there are games, series, and moments that transcend the sport itself. The 2016 NBA Finals was one such occasion, a matchup that captivated millions, redefined expectations, and showcased the essence of perseverance. As the Golden State Warriors and Cleveland Cavaliers squared off, the stakes could not have been higher. On one side, the Warriors emerged as the most dominant regular season team in league history, boasting a record-breaking 73-9 record that left no doubt about their dominance. On the other, LeBron James and his Cavaliers carried the weight of a city yearning for its first title. But what unfolded over those 7 games was not just a fight for a championship. It was a story of courage, redemption, and legacy. The defining moments of the series, the block, the shot, the defensive stops, have been etched into the memories of basketball fans around the world. These moments were not just highlights. They were life lessons wrapped in drama and emotion. This video dives deep into the unforgettable narrative of the 2016 Finals. We'll explore the key players, pivotal plays, and the emotions that gripped the basketball world. But more than that, we'll uncover the lessons hidden within this historic comeback. The power of belief, the strength in unity, and the indomitable will to overcome. So, whether you're a diehard basketball fan or someone seeking a story of inspiration, this journey through one of the greatest finals in NBA history will leave you in awe. Get ready to relive the moments that not only change basketball, but also serve as a reminder of what can be achieved when passion, determination, and heart come together. To fully understand the magnitude of the 2016 NBA Finals, we need to rewind to the beginning of the season. A season that was unlike anything the league had ever seen. The Golden State Warriors were coming off a championship victory in 2015, their first in 40 years, and looked poised to defend their title with unmatched confidence. Led by the reigning MVP, Stephen Curry, the Warriors shattered records one game at a time, en route to a 73-9 record, the best regular season performance in NBA history. The Warriors' dominance wasn't just statistical, it was stylistic. They redefined modern basketball with their high-octane offense, pinpoint three-point shooting, and unrelenting pace. Curry, with his jaw-dropping range and ball-handling wizardry, became a cultural icon, while Klay Thompson's consistent brilliance and Draymond Green's all-around versatility made the Warriors seemingly invincible. By the end of the regular season, they were being hailed as the greatest team ever assembled. On the other side stood the Cleveland Cavaliers, a team with a very different narrative. For LeBron James, this was personal. After returning to his hometown team in 2014, his mission was clear: to deliver a championship to Cleveland, a city that had suffered decades of heartbreak across all major sports. LeBron, widely regarded as the best player in the league, carried the expectations of a city starving for success and desperate to end its 52-year championship drought. But the Cavaliers' path wasn't without hurdles. The 2015 Finals had been a bitter pill to swallow. Despite LeBron's Herculean efforts, the Cavaliers fell to the Warriors, hindered by injuries to key players Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. The 2016 season was supposed to be their redemption arc, but inconsistencies plagued them throughout the year. Even as they entered the playoffs, doubts lingered about their ability to dethrone the Warriors. As the finals approached, the storyline couldn't have been more compelling. On one side, a team seeking to cement its legacy as the best in history. On the other, a team desperate to rewrite its narrative and deliver a long-awaited championship to its city. Pundits and analysts largely predicted a repeat victory for the Warriors, while the Cavaliers were cast as underdogs, their chances dismissed as slim to none. Little did anyone know, the stage was set for one of the most extraordinary stories in sports history. The collision of these narratives, dominance versus redemption, history versus hunger. would culminate in a series that would shock the world and redefine what was thought possible. As the 2016 NBA Finals tipped off, the anticipation was electric. The stage was set for a battle of titans, but the opening games quickly painted a picture of dominance. The Golden State Warriors, riding the momentum of their record-breaking season, came out firing on all cylinders. They won the first 2 games on their home court in convincing fashion, showcasing the precision and confidence that had defined their season. Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson delivered their signature long-range bombs, while Draymond Green's tenacity anchored the team's defense. The Cavaliers, meanwhile, struggled to find their rhythm. Despite flashes of brilliance from LeBron James, the team appeared overwhelmed by the Warriors' relentless pace and efficient ball movement. Game 1 ended in a double-digit loss for Cleveland, and Game 2 wasn't much different. By the time the series moved to Cleveland for Game 3, the Cavaliers were staring at a daunting 0-2 deficit, a hole that few teams had ever escaped in NBA history. But in Game 3, something shifted. Backed by their home crowd, the Cavaliers found a spark. LeBron James and Kyrie Irving put on a clinic, combining for 62 points to deliver a resounding 30-point victory. Cleveland's defense, led by Tristan Thompson and J.R. Smith, tightened up, limiting the Warriors' offensive output. For the first time in the series, the Cavaliers reminded everyone that they weren't just participants, they were contenders. However, whatever hope Cleveland had built in Game 3 was quickly dashed in Game 4. Golden State responded with authority, fueled by Draymond Green's leadership and key contributions from their bench. The Warriors' ability to adjust and bounce back after a loss was a testament to their depth and championship pedigree. With a 3-1 series lead, the Warriors seemed poised to repeat as champions. The celebration plans were already underway in Oakland, and pundits declared the series all but over. For the Cavaliers, Game 4 was a crushing blow. Coming back from a 3-1 deficit in the finals wasn't just improbable, it was unprecedented. No team in NBA history had ever accomplished such a feat. The narrative seemed written. The Warriors would claim their place as the greatest team of all time, and Cleveland's title drought would continue. But LeBron James saw things differently. In the aftermath of Game 4, his confidence didn't waver. He doubled down on his commitment to his team, urging them to stay focused and take it one game at a time. "Why not us?" became the rallying cry. For LeBron, this wasn't just about basketball. It was about legacy, pride, and delivering on a promise to his hometown. Game 5 marked the turning point. With their backs against the wall, the Cavaliers stormed into Oracle Arena with a newfound determination. LeBron and Kyrie Irving both delivered historic performances, each scoring 41 points, the first time in finals history that 2 teammates had scored 40 or more in the same game. Their offensive brilliance was matched by a defensive tenacity that disrupted Golden State's rhythm. The Warriors, meanwhile, were dealt a significant blow when Draymond Green was suspended due to an altercation in Game 4, leaving a noticeable gap in their defense and leadership. The Cavaliers' victory in Game 5 stunned the basketball world. Suddenly, the impossible didn't seem so far-fetched. Momentum was beginning to shift, and the series was far from over. As the series moved back to Cleveland for Game 6, the Cavaliers carried their newfound momentum home. The Quicken Loans Arena was electric, filled with fans who believed their team could achieve the impossible. LeBron James once again rose to the occasion, delivering another 41-point masterpiece. His dominance on both ends of the court was unmatched, chasing down fast breaks for blocks, orchestrating the offense with surgical precision, and leading with an intensity that inspired his teammates. The Warriors, on the other hand, began to show cracks. Stephen Curry struggled under Cleveland's suffocating defense, while Klay Thompson's heroics weren't enough to offset the Cavaliers' surge. By the end of Game 6, the series was tied at 3-3. What had once seemed like an inevitable coronation for Golden State had turned into a fight for survival. With the series now tied, The stage was set for a Game 7 that would become one of the most memorable in sports history. The Cavaliers had clawed their way back from the brink, defying the odds and proving that heart, grit, and determination could challenge even the greatest team ever assembled. For Cleveland, the dream of a championship was closer than ever. For Golden State, their legacy hung in the balance. As Game 6 approached, the Cavaliers returned to Cleveland with an unmistakable sense of purpose. The energy inside the Quicken Loans Arena was palpable, as fans packed the stands with hope and anticipation. After forcing the series to a sixth game with a monumental performance in Game 5, the Cavaliers now carried momentum and a growing belief that they could achieve the impossible. Yet, they faced an undeniable challenge. The Warriors remained the most dangerous team in the league, even under pressure. From the opening tip, it was clear that LeBron James had no intention of allowing the series to end that night. He came out aggressive, attacking the rim with authority and orchestrating the Cavaliers' offense with precision. Every drive, every dunk, and every block seemed to carry a message. Cleveland wasn't done yet. LeBron's leadership was matched by Kyrie Irving, whose skillful ball handling and smooth shooting kept the Warriors' defense on its heels. Kyrie played with the poise of a veteran and the fearlessness of someone who knew he was destined for greatness. Together, LeBron and Kyrie delivered a masterclass in two-man basketball, repeatedly finding ways to break through Golden State's defensive schemes. Defensively, the Cavaliers were relentless. Tristan Thompson dominated the boards. J.R. Smith played scrappy perimeter defense, and even Kevin Love, often criticized for his lack of defensive impact, contributed with crucial stops. The Cavaliers' collective effort stifled the Warriors' offense, forcing missed shots and capitalizing on turnovers. Stephen Curry, the reigning two-time MVP, struggled to find his rhythm, while Klay Thompson's scoring bursts weren't enough to compensate for the team's overall inefficiency. But it wasn't just the Cavaliers' skill on display. It was their heart. Each hustle play, each contested rebound, and each defensive stop sent a message to the Warriors. Cleveland wasn't going to back down. By halftime, the Cavaliers had built a comfortable lead, and the atmosphere in the arena was electric. The crowd, sensing history in the making, roared with every Cleveland basket and every Golden State misstep. As the game progressed, emotions ran high. A visibly frustrated Stephen Curry was ejected in the fourth quarter after fouling out and tossing his mouthguard into the stands. A rare display of frustration from the typically composed superstar. It was a symbolic moment, showing just how much pressure the Cavaliers had put on the Warriors. When the final buzzer sounded, Cleveland emerged with a decisive victory, 115-101, and tied the series at 3-3. The Cavaliers had not only forced a Game 7, but had done so in dominant fashion, riding the wave of LeBron's second consecutive 41-point performance. His leadership and Kyrie's brilliance had brought them to the brink of history. With one game left, the impossible was now within reach. Cleveland had proven they could go toe-to-toe with the best team ever assembled, and as the series shifted back to Oakland, the stage was set for a finale that would redefine basketball history. Game 7. Two words that send chills down the spine of any sports fan. It's the ultimate test of nerves, skill, and determination, where champions are made and legacies are defined. For the Cleveland Cavaliers and Golden State Warriors, this was their moment of truth. After a grueling 6-game series, everything boiled down to this final showdown at Oracle Arena. For Cleveland, it was an opportunity to complete the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. For Golden State, it was their chance to solidify their status as the best team ever assembled. The stakes couldn't have been higher. The atmosphere inside Oracle Arena was electric, with Warriors fans eager to witness their team's coronation. Yet, there was an undercurrent of anxiety. The Cavaliers had clawed their way back into the series, and the pressure of expectation weighed heavily on Golden State. On the other side, Cleveland's players carried the hopes of a city on their shoulders, but their recent wins had given them an unshakable belief. They could pull off the unthinkable. The game began with a flurry of action. Both teams came out swinging, trading baskets in a tightly contested first quarter. LeBron James set the tone early with aggressive drives and precise passing, while Kyrie Irving dazzled with his dribbling and shot-making. The Warriors, true to form, relied on their perimeter shooting, with Draymond Green stepping up as their unexpected offensive leader. Green delivered a career performance, hitting 5 three-pointers in the first half and keeping Golden State in the game when their stars, Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, struggled to find consistency. As the game progressed, the tension grew palpable. Every possession felt monumental, every shot carrying the weight of a championship. By halftime, the score was razor-thin, with neither team able to gain a decisive edge. The third quarter followed a similar script, with both teams exchanging blows in what felt like a heavyweight boxing match. The Warriors' trademark ball movement and shooting were met by the Cavaliers' suffocating defense and relentless rebounding. Then came the fourth quarter, a stretch of basketball that would be etched into history. With just under 5 minutes remaining, the score was tied at 89, and the game turned into a war of attrition. Both teams tightened defensively, leading to a series of missed shots and turnovers. For nearly 3 minutes, neither team scored, a testament to the immense pressure and exhaustion both sides faced. And then it happened, the defining moment of the 2016 NBA Finals. With just under 2 minutes left on the clock, the Warriors launched a fast break. Andre Iguodala, streaking toward the basket, seemed poised to score a pivotal layup. But out of nowhere, LeBron James appeared, sprinting down the court at full speed. In an extraordinary display of athleticism and timing, LeBron soared into the air and blocked Iguodala's shot against the backboard, a play now simply known as the block. It wasn't just a defensive stop, it was a statement of will and determination, a moment that would symbolize Cleveland's refusal to back down. The game remained tied until Kyrie Irving delivered the dagger. With less than a minute left, Kyrie dribbled to his right, sizing up Stephen Curry. In a moment of sheer brilliance, he launched a step-back three-pointer over Curry's outstretched hand. The ball sailed through the air and swished through the net, giving Cleveland a 3-point lead. The Cavaliers bench erupted in celebration, while Warriors fans watched in stunned silence. It was the shot that would ultimately seal Kyrie's legacy as a big-game performer. Golden State had one final chance to respond, but Cleveland's defense held firm. In the closing seconds, Kevin Love found himself isolated against Curry, the league's most lethal scorer. Love, often criticized for his defensive abilities, rose to the occasion, staying in front of Curry and forcing a difficult, contested three-pointer that missed its mark. The Cavaliers secured the rebound, and as the final buzzer sounded, history was made. Cleveland Cavaliers 93, Golden State Warriors 89. The Cavaliers had done the impossible. They had become the first team in NBA history to overcome a 3-1 deficit in the finals, defeating a team widely regarded as the best ever. LeBron James, named Finals MVP, fell to the floor in tears, overcome by emotion. His promise to bring a championship to Cleveland had been fulfilled, and the city erupted in celebration. For the Warriors, the loss was devastating. A season of unparalleled success had ended in heartbreak, their dreams of cementing themselves as the greatest team ever slipping away in the most agonizing fashion. For the Cavaliers, however, this was more than just a win. It was a triumph of perseverance, unity, and belief. The legacy of Game 7 extends far beyond basketball. It's a story of resilience, of defying the odds, and of rising to the occasion when it matters most. For Cleveland, it was a moment of redemption. For LeBron James, it was the crowning achievement of a storied career. And for fans around the world, it was a reminder that no obstacle is insurmountable when passion, dedication, and heart come together. The 2016 NBA Finals didn't just end with a championship. It left an indelible mark on the history of basketball. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a moment that transcended the sport, becoming a symbol of hope, redemption, and perseverance. For the Golden State Warriors, it served as a reminder that even the greatest teams are not invincible. And for fans around the globe, it was a testament to the drama and beauty that sports can deliver. For LeBron James, this victory was monumental. He had already built a legacy as one of the greatest players of all time. But the criticism he faced throughout his career had always loomed large. From losing his first finals appearance with Cleveland in 2007 to the backlash over his decision to join the Miami Heat, LeBron's journey was marked by scrutiny. Even after winning 2 titles in Miami, many questioned whether he could deliver a championship to his hometown team. With this win, all doubts were silenced. LeBron's performance throughout the series was nothing short of legendary. Averaging 29.7 points, 11.3 rebounds, and 8.9 assists per game, he became the first player in NBA history to lead both teams in all 5 major statistical categories in a finals series. But beyond the numbers, it was his leadership and resilience that defined the series. From rallying his team after falling into a 3-1 deficit to delivering back-to-back 41-point games, LeBron's contributions went far beyond the court. His now iconic declaration, "Cleveland, this is for you," captured the emotional weight of the moment, cementing his place not just as a basketball legend, but as a hero to the city he promised to uplift. For the Cavaliers as a team, the victory represented the culmination of years of hard work and sacrifice. Kyrie Irving solidified his reputation as a clutch performer, his game-winning three-pointer in Game 7 becoming one of the most celebrated shots in finals history. Role players like Tristan Thompson and J.R. Smith earned their share of the spotlight, proving that championships are won not just by stars, but by collective effort. The broader significance of the series was its impact on the NBA. It reinforced the unpredictability of the sport, showing that even the most dominant teams could be challenged. The Warriors, despite their record-breaking season, learned a hard lesson about the importance of finishing strong. For fans, the finals became a benchmark for greatness, a series that epitomized the highs and lows of competition. But perhaps the greatest legacy of the 2016 finals lies in its message of resilience. The Cavaliers' comeback from a 3-1 deficit wasn't just historic, it was inspirational. It reminded everyone watching that no obstacle is too great to overcome, no challenge too daunting. Whether on the court or in life, the finals proved that with determination, unity, and heart, anything is possible. The 2016 NBA Finals wasn't just a basketball series. It was a masterclass in resilience, determination, and the power of belief. It taught us lessons that extend far beyond the court, touching on themes of leadership, teamwork, and overcoming adversity. One of the most powerful takeaways from this series is the importance of perseverance in the face of overwhelming odds. When the Cleveland Cavaliers fell into a 3-1 deficit, the narrative seemed all but written. Critics, analysts, and fans had already crowned the Warriors as champions. But instead of giving in to despair, the Cavaliers chose to focus on what they could control: their effort, their belief in one another, and their ability to play one game at a time. This mindset, a refusal to quit, shows that success isn't about avoiding setbacks, but about how you respond to them. LeBron James epitomized leadership throughout this series. In the most challenging moments, he remained steadfast, encouraging his teammates and setting the standard with his own play. Great leaders, as LeBron demonstrated, inspire through action, not just words. They show up, especially when the pressure is at its peak, and elevate everyone around them. Whether in sports, business, or life, leadership often means being the steady force that others can rely on. Teamwork was another cornerstone of the Cavaliers' success. This wasn't just LeBron's victory. It was a collective effort. Kyrie Irving's clutch shooting, Tristan Thompson's relentless rebounding, Kevin Love's crucial defensive stop against Curry in Game 7. All were indispensable pieces of the puzzle. The finals proved that no individual, no matter how talented, can achieve greatness alone. Collaboration and trust in others are essential to overcoming challenges. Finally, the series taught us about legacy. For LeBron James and the Cavaliers, this championship wasn't just about winning a title. It was about rewriting history. It was about proving that even the most daunting obstacles can be overcome with courage and commitment. For anyone striving toward a goal, the 2016 finals serves as a reminder that the journey matters as much as the destination, and the way you fight for what you believe in defines your legacy. These lessons aren't exclusive to basketball. They're universal principles that inspire us to dream bigger, work harder, and believe in the impossible. The 2016 finals wasn't just a game. It was a story of what we're capable of when we refuse to give up. As the 2016 NBA Finals drew to a close, the Cleveland Cavaliers didn't just lift a championship trophy. They lifted the spirits of a city, set a new standard for perseverance, and left behind a legacy that will be remembered for generations. But as we step back and reflect on this extraordinary story, one question remains: what will your legacy be? LeBron James's emotional proclamation, "Cleveland, this is for you," was more than a celebration of victory. It was a declaration of purpose fulfilled. LeBron's journey to that moment was anything but smooth. He faced criticism, doubt, and immense pressure at every turn. But he never wavered in his commitment to his team, his city, and his vision. He showed us that legacies aren't handed out. They're built brick by brick through hard work, dedication, and an unrelenting belief in the goal. Now, it's your turn to reflect. What challenges are you facing in your own life? What setbacks have made you doubt your ability to succeed? Perhaps, like the Cavaliers, you're staring at what feels like an insurmountable deficit. But as this finals series showed us, even the most impossible odds can be overcome with the right mindset and effort. The key lies in taking that first step, believing in yourself, and committing to the fight. Legacy isn't about perfection. It's about resilience. It's about how you respond to failure, how you bounce back from disappointment, and how you inspire those around you along the way. Whether you're an athlete, a student, a professional, or simply someone chasing a dream, your legacy is defined by the moments when you refuse to give up. The Cavaliers' triumph was a testament to the human spirit. They didn't win because the odds were in their favor. They won because they refused to let the odds define them. And in doing so, they proved that greatness is available to anyone willing to rise to the challenge.